Molweni, molweni. Good afternoon and welcome to my channel. Welcome back to another sit-in. It's sitting in. With me, Miss Apani. And welcome. Welcome to the video of self-development. For me, the year is about transformation. The year is about the renewal of the mind. The year is about reading books that are going to assist me in becoming a better person, in becoming a better brand. So yes, this video is inspired by Oprah Winfrey. And I was listening to one of her motivational videos, and she was speaking about building your brand. What kind of brand do you want to be? And she's asking, first, when you talk about the brand, you must understand who you are. And she was telling a story about how her grandmother and mother were domestic workers, and it's expected for her to be that. But because she was listening to a sermon and they were talking about that you are a child of God, and that's the first thing that she took. I loved when I was listening to the video, to the motivational video. So it made me ask myself, do you know who you are? And I think also reminding myself that I am a child of God. And because I'm a child of God, nothing nothing is impossible, and it means I can do anything I put my mind to it. Like the Bible says, when they talk about the transformation of the mind, it means when you transform your mind, when you start perceiving things in a different way, whatever you do, but when you change the way you think and the way you perceive things, the things change, So for me, yes, this year is definitely a year of transformation, a year of self-development. It's 2020 blessings. And so today's topic is about building your brand. Do you know what kind of brand you want to be? Do you know the kind of brand you want to build, right? But I also believe that the more you grow up, the more you discover certain things about yourself. And one thing I've learned from the books I'm reading or motivational videos is that always develop yourself. Whatever you do, make sure you work at make sure you work towards you becoming a better person. And so what I've started doing is every week or every 2 weeks, or depending on the challenge, I'm going to do something and make sure that thing becomes a part of me, depending if that's what I like, So last week it was about running 10 kilometers. So I've been running 10 kilometers every single day. And once I have done and completed the challenge and I'm ready to go, then I start a new challenge. Now, one thing I've learned about listening to motivational videos is they move you from your conscious mind into your subconscious, from your subconscious mind into your unconscious mind. So every time I have to go run, for me, it's not even a battle of, oh, do I want to? Today I'm tired, I'm not feeling well, I've got a pair of pains, I have to do this. No, I just wear my tickets and I just go. Like, I don't even fight it, because it has become whatever motivational videos I've been listening to have been helping me get to a point in my life where I'm just doing it and I don't have to fight to say, oh, I've got this, I'm making excuses, whether it's raining outside. I just see myself doing it. So there's power in listening to motivational videos. So do listen to motivational videos. So I ask again, what brand do you want to represent? So what kind of brand do you want to be? So when you're at west, at south, in the East, whether you're at overseas, whether you're in a different country or different province, do everyone speak the same language about you? Do they even say it in the same tone? So for me, that is what I want. That's the brand I want. That's the first thing. That's what I want. When everyone speaks of Miss Aphane, they have to speak in the same language, and not only in the same language, but in the same tone. And for me, building myself, building this brand is going to be a process, but at the same time, I know I can start from, I know whatever I want. There's a thing, when there's a funeral, and when there's a funeral, bakuluma about mufu, a person, the dead person, or the person who's passed on, and they're like, when, this person was very hilarious, but I turned my jokes, and everyone is shaking their heads, hey, yeah, because we all experience the same thing. So the question is, what is it that you want people to experience about you? So for example, I'm a peacemaker. I love being a peacemaker, and I want people to experience that. I want people to experience the positive thinker in me, and therefore, if I know I'm not entirely like that, then I know I need to work towards being a positive thinker. I like that. I want people to experience the great work ethic in me, and then if I'm not like that, then I research and I'm like, I want to be this, and I work towards becoming that thing. So work towards becoming that brand that you want, that when everyone is going to be talking about you, they'll be saying the same language and talking in the same tone. So you don't find yourself being the same entity, one individual, but if each and every person has a different experience of you. I don't know whether that's how you want it to be, but that's how I want it to be. I want everyone to experience the same feeling. I want everyone to experience the same thing about Miss Aphane. So regardless whether ngise New York or ngise Blom, ngise Limpopo, everyone will speak the same language about Miss Aphane. And that's for me, that's important. So one thing I liked is she was saying, Oprah Winfrey, on the motivational video, was that always do the right thing. I love that. And for me, there's a quote I always live by, is that when you do things, it doesn't matter whether you're doing something good, whether you're doing something bad, remember that you are doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for someone else. And because I believe that whatever energy you put out to other people, times two women, so that's something I always need to remember in anything I'm doing. I must always remember that I'm doing it for myself, whether whether it's something good, it's something bad. Remember that whatever whatever attitude I'm going to give to people, how I treat other people, how I engage with other people, whether I'm doing good to other people, it is for me and no one else. I love that's one thing I live by. And I loved it when I was listening to her video, when she was saying always do the right thing. And I love that. So that's the question I would just like to leave you with, is what kind of brand do you want to be? What kind of brand are you building? And are you building that brand? So when you die and we are talking about you, do you want people to speak about, do you want people to experience the same thing about you? Do you want people to speak the same language, the same tone about you? So what kind of brand do you want to be? And I think one of the other things about being having a great work ethic, or wanting to do things and be excellent in it, is you leave a mark everywhere you go. Everyone is bound to experience the same feeling and the same thing, to say anything that she does, she does it excellently, or anything she does it times 2 or does it more, so write down everything that you want to become, or that brand that you would want us to experience, and work towards becoming that person. So what I have done is that every week I go to a certain challenge, but in developing myself and becoming this brand. So yes, I want to, when I die, that everyone's like, hey, yo, this is slow, agaphela umoya makagijima. You'll see that there's a steep going uphill, and she just carries on and on and on, slowly but surely, but you know that she's gonna get there. So that is one experience I want people to experience. I want that thing to be one of the things people experience about me. And therefore I run 10 kilometers every single day, and then once a month run a race. So because I know my goal is to get to 42 kilometers, it doesn't matter when it is, but I'm going to get there. That's all I know. I know I'm going to get there. And so each and every week or 2 weeks, depending on how long the challenge will take, I challenge myself to become a better human being, to becoming a better brand, to becoming a better Miss Aphane. And for me, that is all I want. And that's what I want people to experience about me becoming this particular brand called Miss Aphane, because I'm a brand, I'm a child of God, and remembering that everything I do, whether I do good or whether I do bad, I'm doing it for myself and no one else. And I think also remembering what Oprah Winfrey says, always do the right thing. Always, always do the right thing. And yeah, I think that was just the topic for today. What kind of brand do you want to be? And work towards becoming that. Work towards that brand what you want people to experience. And yeah, man, that's it for today. Thank you to all the subscribers. Thank you to all the people who've been watching my videos. Do subscribe, like, comment. If there are things that you'd like for me to improve on, let me know on WhatsApp, share email, whatever. So yeah, that's I just want to leave it there. So ask yourself what kind of brand you want to be, and work towards becoming that brand, of becoming a better self. And that's where I would like to leave this. And yeah, thank you, and ciao ciao.